Hello, welcome to the BreakFACE Club with a lot of teen drama and superhero hijinks. I guess we can call it that. Before we get started, first I want to say a quick thank to our sponsors. Thanks to Roll20, Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Devin Rue for sponsoring and supporting that channel. Let's see, sponsors right here. And also like to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters. Bulk of our operations here and subs and bits will give you awesome emotes. We'll give players something extra as well. Here is our Patreon info. Patreon. And I don't know if it's coming up. And thank you to our everyone on Discord. If you would like to join us and for amazing conversations and into things, just come join us on our Discord. You can talk to us on the show or a bunch of other people. It's a great community with a lot of support. I really enjoy it. All right, so let's go to our players. Starting with let's start with V's Knees.
Oh, hi there. I am at V's Knees on Twitter. Here every Friday night, just about. I have a one-shot coming up November 2nd, actually, over on, I'm not sure what the specific name of her channel is, go_JG, Jess. I'm playing Mouse Guard on there. It's 2 o'clock on the 2nd, so that'll be fun. I think I have something else coming up, but no details yet. That's pretty much it for me. Oh, and I play Danny Murphy, taking me a second to remember my character's name, aka Conversion. He is the Nova, or not the Nova playbook, the Janus playbook.
All right, Don.
What's up, everybody? I am Don. In this game, I portray Wyatt Thorne, also known as Foil. He is a beacon with no superpowers, but that's all right, because he is also just an emotional wreck. So he has a lot going for him. This is the only game that I'm in so far for Welcome to the Party, but I'll be in a couple one-shots come December.
All right, and Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. Holy crap, that was a lightning bolt. I'm Rain Hayes. I'm in a few different games on Welcome Party. I'm in the Discord. And I am playing Iona Maves, also known as Iona Virtue, also known as Pathfinder, who... Excuse you, Sky. I'm trying to speak here. Who is the Outsider playbook and is also public enemy number 1.
Well, you did crash into a building. Paladin Hulk.
Hi everybody, I'm Paladin Hulk. I'm a Twitch moderator for the Red Dot and Random Tuesday, and I'm playing Lance, who is a legacy, which means I got all the power and none of the smarts, but we'll make it work anyway. If I can roll beyond a 1.
All right.
And we're missing Cellar Door, which is horrible. And we're all this game is already real sad and dramatic, but with her missing, we're all actually sad. So, yeah.
Yes. Hopefully she will be back next week. So last time the group had just finished being not necessarily stopping a bank robbery, but being present for it. That sounds about right. And getting a little more involved than they were supposed to. So they were put through a little bit of training, just to help them work as a team a bit more. And since they want to be a bit more of an action, Thomas Gray is going to see if they can get some. All right. I guess we're probably going to start off. It's the weekend. No one's quite in school right now. It's the next day. You have a little bit of time. I'm going to start with Intervention Boy. parents come up to you in the morning and they're like, excuse me. Sorry, kitties.
One was doing the dishes, we understand.
I'm eating my cereal this morning.
Like, hey, is everything okay? We know what intervention asked you to do, and we didn't really say anything at the time because, you know, it was intervention, but, you know, we just wanted to check in on you, make sure that, are you okay with what's going on?
I mean, it's not the best in the world, but you know, the people I'm in that little group with, they're all right, and I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little more time before I decide either way. I'm trying, and so far I haven't been hurt, which is nice. No one's been hurt, and as long as we can keep that up, I think we'll be okay.
I mean, not that it's alright. I mean, we're asking, like, are you okay with it? Are you fine with becoming a superhero and all that? Is this what you want to do? I mean, whatever you want to do, we'll support you. We're just, you know, it does complicate things a bit with intervention kind of making this demand. Which now that we've had some
It's
time,
so weird.
that's kind of...
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're sorry. We should have spoken up more. You know, I mean,
Oh, it's all
you're
right.
still just a kid. I mean, that's a heavy burden for her to try and put on you.
We owe her a lot. You know, she did save my life. So
Yeah,
for
but
now, I think it's all right. But you know,
okay.
we'll have to see how this goes in the long run. I don't know if I want to do this for a long time, but for now, I think it's all right. It's not like I got many other choices.
So you always have a choice. I mean, if you want to stop,
I
just tell
can't-
us.
I can't
And
do
we-
sports. I can't get into college on my own grades. So
There's more to life than just college and sports, Lance. I mean, like, whatever you want to do, just let us know. We'll support you. We'll try to help you out. I mean, but if this is the route you want to go, we'll support you that way as well.
thanks, Mom.
Just,
We'll, we'll have to see. I'll give it a little bit more time.
I mean,
I gotta try. She saved my life. I owe her.
well, don't necessarily owe her being a superhero.
That was weird. Hey, we're doing it. I did save some guards the other day, so I'm already making like a difference, I guess.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I think I'll enjoy seeing them again. Like, you know, seeing the guards run around, knowing that, hey, that would not have happened if I wasn't there. That's good stuff. But the criminal that got away, I don't know how to feel about that.
Right.
This is all just real new.
Okay, well, if you feel any differently, you know, you can come to us.
Yeah, I will. I'll always tell you. My mom.
We'll sort it out.
Like in this life, we're a team because we're family. You know, we're in this together.
That's right. We're in this together.
I think that's a good closer for this scene.
All right. Would anyone else be doing anything before having to head over?
I'll probably be sitting like right in the middle of all the potheads that I saw the last time, and just like looking around trying to figure out why they look so dopey.
I really try to avoid doing that kind of. So, all right. So, like, how close are you to them? Are you?
I'm literally just sitting in their midst. I'm probably like, I'm not trying to engage them. I'm just trying to figure them out. They probably don't even know I'm there.
Yeah, they do. I mean, just because they're high doesn't mean they're like blind.
It's
one
not
of-
about being blind. It's more about not caring.
So one of them comes up to you and is like, "Hey, you the one who crashed into the building?"
Why is that always the first thing people say to me?
So it is you, isn't it?
Yes.
A lot of people pissed at you.
You're really cheering me up here.
Wasn't trying to. Just asking questions.
I'm having two thoughts. One thought is thinking back to what the janitor told me to try to make friends. The other thought was, should I just fly away?
I mean, it's up to you.
So what do you guys do out here every day?
What do you mean? It's obvious.
Let's pretend you're talking to an alien.
What's it like in space?
Okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna fly off.
Friendship unlocked.
That was too perfect.
All right.
She
So
tried.
you fly away from the pothead group and they just kind of stare at you. One of them waves.
I'll remember that I got yelled at for flying and go back down and start walking.
Wait, like, how far away do you land from them? Or you like just like land a block over?
Yeah.
How about a foil or conversion? Do y'all do anything?
Conversion's probably, in his civilian clothes, working at the Mellow Espresso, probably chugging coffee between customers.
Okay. And let's see. Sorry. That's Danny. So is Wyatt working at the same time as Danny right now, or?
Yeah, more than likely. Ever since they cut our hours, Wyatt would be looking to pick up any shifts he could.
Okay. Let's see. As you're both working the counter, you notice someone with red hair in a very much government-looking suit walk in, come to the counter. Pretty sure y'all recognize her.
That's Red Ferret, isn't it?
Wyatt kind of like ribs Danny from behind, and kind of thrusts a chin over and is like, "That's more your speed, right?"
I guess. So he walks over to the counter, and well, I don't know if she would. Danny doesn't know if she would know who he is, so he's
You're
playing
the
it.
Janice, right?
Yeah. So
So no one knows who you are outside of your.
Yeah.
Unless
so far
you've told
the
them.
yeah.
So
So far
she
the
would
only
not
people.
know.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because so far I think the only people that he is told or who knows are his Uncle Steve and his friend Marcus. So he just walks up to the counter and, gives his usual speech. Welcome to the Mellow Espresso. What can I get for you?
Don't know, just get me the medium size of whatever your special is.
Coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
And he fixes that up. I don't remember I don't remember the name of it. I think Don came up with the name like last week or a couple weeks ago, whenever we last played was.
Right, as you walk away to perform an order, she's like, "Hey, Wyatt, need to speak to you for a bit."
And Wyatt looks over and is like, me?
Yeah.
And at that he kind of like looks around and then goes over to the counter and leans over and says, like, should I take a break for this or?
Well, once my coffee's done, tell me what time your break is.
Give me like 20.
All right. I'll be in the table in the back.
All right then.
And she proceeds to wait for her coffee, and then once she gets her coffee, goes to the table in the back. So y'all have like, I don't know, 15 minutes before you told her. Do you mention it to Danny at all, or you don't know, do you?
No, Wyatt doesn't know that Danny is conversion. So
Would Danny have had tried to overhear the conversation?
I mean, he would have tried to listen in, but I imagine that they probably would have been talking quietly, and with all the stuff going, like, the coffee maker going and everything, he probably wouldn't have picked up too much of it.
Yeah, well, you can always roll for it. Why don't you?
I think I'm just gonna.
Unless you want to take the fail.
I'll just take the fail.
Well, that's right. I can't really just take the fail.
I mean, I figured take the fail without.
Tell you can roll for it, and if you don't get an extreme, you don't hear it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Unless it's a critical failure, you don't get the point.
So what would this be? Mundane?
Yeah, let's go with mundane. You don't have super hearing or anything like that, right?
No.
Yeah, let's just go with mundane. See if you're able to notice what's going on.
All right.
7. It's not a failure. So you notice them talking, but you don't know what they're talking about.
Fair enough.
All right. All right. So after the 15 minutes passed, you go up to them, Wyatt.
yeah, absolutely.
All right. So she's like, not gonna take too much of your time. Can't seem to find your other partner, member, whatever the hell you all are. The one that always seems to be chasing me. Not that it matters. Anyways, here's my card. I want you to contact us if I don't know, if Mr. Gray is doing anything suspicious, let's say.
So you're asking me to spy on him?
No. I'm just saying if something seems suspicious, just give us a call.
And suspicious to you and your organization would be?
I mean, make a judgment call.
Hmm.
I'm trying to be a hero, right? You should know what suspicious is.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that, but, you know, training what is effectively child soldiers to go out and solve the city's problems is pretty damn suspicious to me, and here we are.
Mm-hmm.
But sure.
And then,
I'll keep the card in mind.
if everything is as it says it is, y'all leave as heroes. And all the other stuff just goes away. But if not, we'll see.
Well, let's never get to if not then.
Yeah, we'll see.
See, it's language like that I don't like.
She just gets up and walks away.
You can hear the faith she has in us.
Wyatt just kind of sits there with his courtesy cup of black coffee that he is allowed on his shift, and kind of like staring at the card and like tapping it on the table a couple times before putting it into his wallet.
All right. So let's say you all have like a little bit of time before you have to head over to Thomas Gray's again. Is there anything you want to do in the intermediary, or you just want to go to Gray's?
Nothing on my end.
All right.
Is there anything in our little investigation that we want to do? Do you have to Google anything?
I don't think he's given you any assignments yet. Is there anything that you want to investigate? On your own?
I want to see what Google says about the bank robbery.
That's a good point. I think we all do that.
Right.
I paused for a moment to look at cat pictures.
The internet.
So, as you Google... Come on, kitty. As you Google the bank heist, it doesn't seem to be too much. I mean, there is acknowledgement that there was indeed a bank robbery. It states that no money was stolen. It seems the only thing taken was... What was the name of the old building? The one that... Was it SciTech?
Supratech.
Supertech.
Oh, yeah.
Supertech. All that was taken was let's see, it was something from the old owner had stored some object in the what you would call one of the
Safety deposit box.
yeah, in one of the deposit boxes. And that seemed to be the only thing missing. He couldn't really put a value on it, but also wasn't really saying what it was.
God, there was one box that was open when we were fighting them. I forgot about that.
Are there any pictures of us?
Nope. It says that Aegis came around at the end of the because of the alarms after the guards had notified them, and they came to and escaped, or that the robber had got away. You know, they'd be on the lookout for possible holes in stone and mud creatures.
All right. Not that I need the credit. No, that's fine.
Validate me.
That should be my mantra.
Okay. So you all end up at your training center with Mr. Gray.
I'll bring a copy of the paper that's in. And Mr. Gray, did you see we made the paper? Sort of.
Oh, really? No.
I mean, we're not in it, but the thing we did was.
Yeah, I don't see you mention at all.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that normal? Like,
It's almost like you weren't worth mentioning.
To be honest, it's probably for the best.
that's true.
Isn't
I'd like to. Is that an ageist thing to like take credit for stuff that other people do?
No, that's an adult thing.
Oh,
Well, I mean, what exactly did you all do?
I mean, we're the ones who scared off that bank robber guy.
Yes, that's right. You're the ones who let him get away.
We totally saved those people's lives. What are you talking about?
It's such a weird distinction. Let get away and,
I mean-
you know, stop him from robbing the place.
According to the article here, the guards didn't seem to be in any harm except from being tied up.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have done something after if he hadn't been stopped. We don't know.
No, you don't know.
I'll be honest,
They
I
were
don't
in a
think I want to
dangerous
be in Earth
situation.
News again.
I mean, to be fair, you don't know either.
If it was me, I would have known. But I wasn't there. I sent you all out.
Oh, right, because you just know everything, don't you?
That's just non-existent superpower to know everything.
Maybe we cool it with the non-existent superpower talk here.
I'm sorry.
And Wyatt kind of like punches Lance on the arm in a camaraderie way.
Yeah, you hurt your hand.
Probably. And he's trying not to show it either. He like curls it up tight, like.
Okay.
My brain just went, Wyatt, roll to take a powerful blow.
Stop it. Don't give him ideas.
I will happily take some of that experience. The way our rolls go.
I don't think you want to take a powerful blow from Lions.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to succeed at taking a powerful blow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, where's Shadow Smoke? Is she not feeling well?
We'll see if she comes tonight. Who knows?
She didn't call?
You expect her to?
Oh, it's the polite thing to do, right? If you're not going to make an appointment to call.
Wait, did we get his phone number?
Polite isn't usually her thing. I mean, as far as I can tell, it's not her thing.
She's nice though.
I just remembered another thing about the boombox.
Oh no.
that it's psychically activated. So if you're thinking real hard about Shadow Smoke.
Oh no.
You get her
Wyatt.
answering machine like busy doing crimes. Catch up later.
Cue Wyatt like fumbling with his phone and finally gripping it like as hard as he can, and staring at it to get it to stop.
What the hell is that thing? Because I'm assuming nobody else has seen this thing yet, I'm assuming.
Ask that one.
Cell phone.
Ah. That's a cell phone?
Mhm.
Okay.
Slightly
I'm
repurposed.
just gonna go with it.
Yeah. Try telling Verizon my warranty's still intact on this one.
What's Verizon?
Carrier, cell phone carrier. One of them.
Why do you need people to carry your cell phone?
You know, we've been having that argument with them since they formed communication companies. It's a long process.
This planet is so weird.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So, finding you all something a bit more hands-on to do. I don't know if you all heard about the what you call it? the incident where some super tech stuff was stolen. Stuff from a warehouse. You guys pay attention to the news at all?
Did they move all the super tech stuff into a warehouse after the explosion? Is that what's going on? And that got robbed?
Yeah, most of it. I mean, couldn't keep it in the building.
Oh, it's falling down. That makes sense.
But yeah, apparently someone went and stole a crate of goods.
And you don't know who it was, huh?
I know where. At least I have an idea.
Wyatt like slowly tucks his super tech glove behind his back. You have an idea, you said, huh?
Hope it was nothing dangerous that they stole.
Super tech, probably.
Well,
There's
that's
some
what you all
weird
need to go
stuff in that
find
place.
out.
Wasn't the thing stolen from the bank from Supertech?
Yeah. We don't know
Do
what.
banks do that? I thought they just held money.
I mean, a safety deposit box can hold anything small enough to fit inside it.
Well, I never thought of that. I always just figured there'd be like paperwork and gemstones and stuff in there.
I mean, if you watch enough spy movies, people, put flash drives in there, I think.
So do you know what was stolen, Mr. Gray?
I mean, it was stolen before I took over, so no, not quite. Someone was able to take it off the inventory as well. So,
Oh.
Do you know who owned the safety deposit box?
I mean, it was Mr. Thompson. He used to own Supertech.
Oh,
So that's some very confidential stuff they got.
Possibly. But that's another story. We'll have to work on that later. For now, this one probably should be a little less troublesome for y'all. Should just be some recon. There should be another warehouse over in 5th District. And somewhere around here, one of those industrial buildings is where there seems to be a bit of a trail.
Maybe we can figure out who deleted the thing from the computer that was stolen.
Yeah. So I want you all to go check it out. Figure out if y'all can work as a team. See if what you can find. If you can figure out what was stolen, great.
All right, that should be easy enough to look at a building.
Sure. Now, there isn't exactly a time limit on this. So, you all go and get yourselves ready and figure out when you want to do this.
And we're not busy, so let's just go, right?
Go whenever the rest of the team's ready.
Is any of us good with computers? Because I am not.
Who's taking the communicator this time?
The boss, right? Conversion.
Sure, I'll take it again.
Alright. Contact me when you know what's going on.
Okay.
Shame that we have a stealth mission without Shadow Smoke around. I hope she's all right.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Now this is the same, like this communicator or pager or whatever it is works the same as the last one. It's there's no way to speak through it. It's just a button.
Yep, just a button.
A yellow box with a big red button on it.
Come in, Dick Tracy.
Alright. Report back to me once y'all done.
So, should we take my ship?
You want us to ride in that death trap?
It's not a death trap.
It can't even avoid a satellite.
Wyatt stares
Okay.
very hard at the mention that it is not a death trap.
Just hear me out here. You know it's impossible for things to go faster than light, right?
Okay.
If
I'm,
you say
I'm
so.
gonna, I'm gonna look at him for a moment and then turn to conversion. You know it's impossible for things to go faster than light, right?
I'm not. I mean, I'm not a science guy.
Okay.
The answer is yes. As far as we know, yes.
I also
how do
know
you
that it
suppose?
crashed.
How do you suppose I came from my planet to here?
Well, on the ship, obviously.
But how? I can't go faster than light.
There's a few theories that we have out there. My sister actually works in quantum physics, go figure. But latest thing she was saying is like folding space.
A shadow
Like-
smoke can teleport, so maybe you just did that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she could teleport like herself and a few other people, like something bigger across a greater. Could she?
I don't know. Like, it's possible. So
Let me help you out here. Let's suppose for a moment that there is more than one universe. Let's assume for a moment that one universe is smaller than the other one. Let's say a ship can go into that other universe, move a bit, jump back out into this universe, and is suddenly much further along than before.
that seems like a lot of work to teleport.
I'm sorry, how many times has your species been to your moon?
I don't know. There's nothing up there.
Hmm.
Do you want to go to the moon?
A couple times, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Plus, there was that huge
I
fist
just-
fight between
I feel
those
like there
two guys
shouldn't
up
be
there.
a whole lot of judging of what my ship can do versus what your ship can do.
All we wanted to do is not crash, and it can't do that.
I exited that other universe and could not see where I was going. Was not expecting junk in the sky.
Right.
It's look at it this way, okay? Because I've seen this happen in movies. I really got to thank the janitor for those movies. Let's say you're going in your car about 60 miles per hour down a highway, and
I
a
don't
rabbit
know. I don't
jumps
know
in
how
front
to
of your
drive.
car. Okay, but you understand the. I'm going to turn to conversion again. Let's say you're going 60 miles per hour down the highway in your car, and a rabbit jumps in front of your car. Directly in front of your car. Like, about a foot in front of your car. Good chance you're going to hit that rabbit.
And now I feel bad. Thanks.
Anyway, are we taking my ship?
That death trap?
360.
Yeah, see the difference with your little analogy there is that a rabbit, while still a life, is an animal, and what you hit were human beings.
Okay.
And it happened before, and I haven't seen you working on your ship to make sure it can't happen again. So
Well, I haven't put it in orbit since.
there you go.
Maybe for the best.
But like next time, it could be something else. Like someone could be flying a kite, and then all of a sudden you're stuck in a building again.
You know, there's been like a dozen of my style of ship that's come to this planet, right?
Yeah, but only one is yours. And that
So now-
one is the one that crashed. So that
So
one
now-
is the shitty one. No
So now
offense.
you're insulting Squidge. Squidge has
Yes.
feelings.
Well, that's too bad. But like your little ship's gonna have to practice more on how to not crash.
I think what Lance is trying, or I'm sorry, he doesn't know he's Lance, so let me rewind that a little bit. I think what Intervention Boy is saying is that considering what happened before, it may take us a little bit to trust your ship. You know, earning trust it can take a little while. So maybe just for the sake of ending this argument, we don't take the ship and we just go to the warehouse the old-fashioned way.
See, and this is why you get the communicator, and why it takes that as the cue to start moving towards the door.
Saying we'd be there by now if we took my ship, and I'm gonna fly out.
I'm not riding in that death trap.
All right, so you all essentially go in there at your own pace, or you all trying to get there as a group?
I would try to get there as a group.
So we're just walking. Maybe like we take a bus or something.
I mean, I'm flying, but I'd probably be keeping pace.
All right.
All I could do is walk.
You can run.
Yeah, but then I'll be tired.
That's also my excuse for not running.
I'm sorry, can't you clear a mile in a minute?
Yes, but you'll be tired at the end of it. That's the point.
Super speed is it can be risky. You don't stop in time and you run someone over.
As you're all getting to the district, you realize that Mr. Gray didn't give you a specific warehouse to get to. There are 20 different warehouses in this district.
Version just looks across them all and just goes, damn it.
Are these all filled with super tech stuff?
I don't know, maybe.
We really got to learn to ask more questions before we leave.
Warehousing districts are usually shared between companies. It's safe to say that probably not all of them are super tech at the very least.
Did they got signs on them? I look around the buildings.
That would be the first question.
Some do, some don't. It's very much just long warehouse types. A lot of corrugated steel, a lot of semi trucks going back and forth. Some maybe have some on the doors, small signs. You'd have to go up and to really check. But there's no giant storefront signs or anything like that.
I'd start looking at the signs slowly.
Yeah, as you're doing so, you notice that some of the workers start looking at you suspiciously. It's
I wave.
Oh no!
Hi there.
I'm gonna fly off.
and they shake their heads and get out of here, kid. It's where people are working.
Right. Hey, maybe y'all know. Do you know which of these warehouses has all the super tech junk in it? Our boss sent us to investigate.
And Wyatt just immediately head in hand oh God, Lance.
Can I, when he says that, can I listen in on other people's minds to see if it pings anything?
Yeah,
if they're trying hard not to think about the thing that has the super tech in it.
Sure, roll a freak for me.
Freak.
11. Cool. You notice a lot of people seem to recognize the term super tech. None of them seem to feel there's in head you super tech. None of them seem to be hiding it or anything like that.
Yeah, we heard from our boss that this is where the super tech stuff was stored, and that some of it was stolen. And so we're here to look around.
The worker you're talking to is I think there's a super tech warehouse over in District 4.
And District 4 is which way? It's the district of this, right?
Yeah.
Not the city.
It would probably be 10 miles down.
10 miles. Jesus. Wow, that's far. All right, that's a lot of warehouses.
It's a whole nother district.
All right. Well, thanks. Thanks for your help. I'll go tell the others. You have a good day at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I go up to conversion. I'm like, well, that guy said it was 10 miles away in this whole other district. District 4.
Well, at least we know where we're going, so I guess we start
He
walking
could
again.
be wrong. I don't know.
Well, nobody recognized it from around here. They know the name, they just don't know anything about a warehouse around here that has it.
Maybe it's
Which,
like a secret warehouse.
or these guys just don't work that building, so they wouldn't be familiar with it. I still say it's worth it just poking around here a little bit longer. What do we have to lose but time?
He did say there was no time limit, so yeah, it's fair enough.
All right.
Do we know that Foil's glove comes from Supertech?
Has Foil told anyone?
Fuck no.
I mean, it doesn't say Supertech on it, so like unless you knew a lot about Supertech and like went deep into it, you probably wouldn't be able to figure out just by looking at it.
I'm gonna Google the other district to see if I can like figure out where the other one would be, like if that's realistic. So I'm gonna assess the situation.
Okay.
Hey, Foil.
Yes, I'm right here.
15.
Do you know what those guys behind the school do?
They relax in a way of their choosing.
I mean, I can tell that. Their brains are a little... But... Do they do anything?
I mean, sometimes. I mean, you wouldn't think it, but Ken has actually helped me out in math a few times, so...
Math?
Oh,
Math!
Oh.
Really? Because I have not been doing super good at that.
Weren't you just going on and on about how your species is the greatest space travelers of all, and you're telling me you can't handle fucking trig?
Should take care of that.
Ship takes care of that. Oh man, and they say our cell phones make us stupid.
They do?
I'm on my cell
I'm gonna
phone.
take
What?
out my cell phone and look at it.
On a 13, you do get 2 questions. Intervention boy.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the other district, so I'm trying to figure out if it's over there and not here. Where is it? The warehouse. That's where I'm going. That's the main thing I want to know.
So, let's see. Asking where is the warehouse? In
the other district. That's
yes.
I'm looking at the other district. So if
So, yeah,
it's not
looking at
there,
District
it's
4,
here. But
Looking at District 4, it's very clearly you can look up. It specifically says it gives you an address and everything on the web of Supertech warehouse.
hey, I found it. Look, everybody, I just Googled it and it came up. There you go. That's the address. So we're in the entirely wrong place.
Huh.
So why did the old man send us here?
Oh,
Send us here. He just sent us to the warehouse district, but he didn't tell us which one, so we just made a guess.
Oh, he gave you District 5.
Oh, he did. Okay.
but this says it's 4. So, something's wrong.
Huh, maybe they have a secret stash in District 5? Maybe that's why the workers didn't know?
I'm going to wander over to the workers.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and the entire time Wyatt is like, that's private prop. Oh no.
Okay.
And I'm going to look incredibly ditzy. And I'm going to go, hi. Can you help me with something?
The guy's just loading a bunch of boxes. He's like, what?
So I work for the journal in my school, and we heard about a robbery that happened around here. Do you know anything about that? And I'm going to be listening to their minds to see if that pings anything.
He calls back. He's like, "Hey, Larry, hear anything about a robbery over here?" Like, no. Wasn't over here.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to wander back. I'm like, oh god, that felt so wrong.
Conversion just leans over to the other two. She's getting better at pretending to be human.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I mean,
can you roll me a mundane for that?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. That's my best stat.
Is it?
Kinda. No, it's not my best stat, but I'll take it.
All right. So they don't call secure or anything, but they're eyeing you suspiciously.
I will say that I once again forgot to walk. So
No,
I'm just kind
you're-
of floating a foot above the ground.
There's that, and you're a teenager in the industrial warehouse district.
It's actually very easy to get into those places.
Yeah, but as has been stated, it's private property, and you don't have a badge.
I mean, I didn't do anything like that when I was a kid. That was nowhere near the Port of Seattle.
So you all just going to District 4, or what are you all doing?
It's like we got nothing here.
You-
It's a secret warehouse, and it's going to be hidden. It's going to be one of the ones with nothing on it.
Well, even if I were to scan for it, I wouldn't know what to scan for.
High tech.
Define high tech.
You know,
And-
like lasers and atoms and stuff.
or, and Wyatt like slowly holds up his hand. This.
I'm gonna lean in real
Hands?
close and look at it. Like, You know, if you let me have that for like 5 minutes, I can.
No. And then like Wyatt immediately curls it into a fist and tucks it back behind him.
Fine. Just give me your cell phone.
The phone again? And Wyatt does so.
I'm going to basically do what I did before.
Oh no.
Turn it into a bigger bomb.
I'm going to use alien tech to turn it into a scanner that is geared specifically towards the signals that are coming out of his hand.
Roll freak.
that
Or
freak?
this is that's unleash your
it's a-
powers, right?
Well, it's a move, yeah. It has its own role.
Is it unleash your powers for that, or?
It's freak.
Yeah, okay.
So let's see.
Okay. Does it say anything about specifically on a regular success?
On a hit, create a device that can do something impossible once and then fizzle. Yeah, nope. If it's a regular hit, it just works once.
And you're specifically searching for super tech energy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Wyatt's phone breaks again.
All right, so you look. So I'm gonna say looks kind of like Have you all seen Dragon Ball Z? The
Yeah, the Dragon Ball scanners.
yeah.
Dragon Radar.
Dragon
One
Radar,
button.
that's what it is.
Can't be more convenient than that.
So I was like, the screen pops up. It's almost like sonar on a grid. You see a bunch of dots, some moving, there's one moving behind you as a semi drives past. You see one slowly walking by, or one slowly that's kind of like pulsing, like it's active. When you look, that's like not too far away. When you look over there, it's someone on their cell phone. You see a lot of that, and you also see one warehouse that has nothing in it. That's nothing there. But most places seem to have a little bit of super tech in all of it.
Conversion looks at the scanner and he just goes, "There's over 9,000."
That's a lot. Except for that one over there. It has nothing.
I mean, there's 103. What are you?
It's a joke. It's a joke. Earth humor.
So it
Math
seems
joke?
like
'Cause,
it's
I mean,
normal
I
for a
already
warehouse to
explained
have
I
some
don't.
super tech in there, but this one has nothing. So
Yeah, that is
weird?
odd. That is
Check
odd.
that one.
Is it odd? It could just be an empty warehouse.
Well, let's
It-
go look. We can just
It
look
could
through
just
the
be an
window.
empty warehouse, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Tropes always say start with the anomaly first.
Yeah.
Maybe it has like fruit in there or something.
Well, here's your cell phone back.
Thank you.
I'm going
Is
to
it-
go ahead and take the crystal battery out of it. I'm like, and I'll make you a new one.
I really
You just
hope I don't
buy him
have
a
to
new
call my
cell
dad
phone.
later. Buy a new cell phone? Do you know how expensive?
No, I mean,
Never mind.
her. She can buy you a new cell phone.
She doesn't have any money. Wait, does she?
I don't know. I mean, how's she supposed to eat? Like, someone has to be giving her money. You going around robbing stores?
I mean, technically, I don't have to.
All right, but you need something.
Yeah, water and sunlight.
Okay, but like, where do you get your water then?
River.
All right.
So Wyatt's walking towards the empty warehouse.
Conversion fall is also he's
I'm
giving
gonna
up on.
I'm gonna keep talking as we're going. I'm like, sometimes I can have blood. I mean, that's fine too.
You cannot have
Why
my
does
blood.
that not surprise me?
Just putting that out there. No blood drinking. That's
What?
that's a good
I've
way to
seen
end up with
humans do that.
like a stick of wood in your chest.
You please don't drink our blood.
I mean,
Thank you.
let's just first of all, I've seen humans do that.
No, you
I've seen-
haven't.
I've seen
That's
humans
disgusting.
drink cow blood.
Who would do that? That's disgusting.
It's some weird. It's called au jus, but secondly,
That's different. Anyway.
I am slightly offended that somebody would stick wood in me.
And only if you drink blood.
I mean, you
That
know,
would be the go-to move.
I'm not touching that one.
you know that like part of my heritage is floral.
Okay.
That's just it's rude. And
I mean,
frankly,
we stick
vaguely
animals inside
disgusting.
ourselves all the time. That's not rude.
Conversion as a reigning team captain here. Not trying to tell you how to do your job, but this is getting awkward, man.
Okay, can we, this kind of stealth mission, maybe conversation, down a little bit until we're
All right.
until we're done.
Just saying, if anybody tries to stick wood in me, I'm gonna slap him upside the head.
And that is a good way to think. Until there's consent. You know what? I'm not getting into this. It keeps going.
As you get closer to the warehouse, as you see the warehouse, you notice there's it does seem to be kind of run down. Like the property hasn't been taken care of. It's kind of fenced off. There's a lot of overgrown grass and weeds, broken pallets. All the windows seem to be boarded up.
Suspicious.
Well, so
You can't quite tell anything from the outside.
See, it's fenced off, and you can't look inside the windows because there's lots of boards over 'em.
Yeah, it's
guessing-
almost like it's empty.
I'm guessing there are
it
no
could be empty.
guards around the building. Like there's nobody keeping an eye on the building. GM question.
Let's roll.
Let's assess.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. superior.
You can roll.
That's not good for me.
It's great for me though.
That's
So
not gonna hit.
then, yeah, one question.
One question. I guess just does this building does this building look like anybody, like do any of the workers look like they're paying any attention to this building whatsoever?
You don't see anyone outside the building, but when you look at the gate, the padlock looks newer than everything else.
Okay. Hey, so building looks run down. Why is this padlock look pretty new? Like this padlock looks like it was just put here not too long ago.
I mean, the old one could have just rusted off. What about traffic? Is there any, like, signs that stuff was moved in and out, that people were here? I'll also roll a assess the situation. Do that. And you. Dang it.
12, 2 questions.
Nothing but successes.
This is the only game where I hear disappointment when that
failure.
happens.
So, you have the list up, right? I think any of those two. So one is like, what here can you use to see if there is traffic? Is one of them, right?
Yeah, I have, like, footsteps in the mud, or like tire tracks, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And you get one more question as well.
And I'll look and see if there are any cameras on the outside of the building. Like, even if they look busted, maybe.
It does look like there's some tracks that go into the there's like the barn door gates, but they end right up at the building, because
These look sort of fresh.
There are no cameras. You don't see any cameras around.
And I don't see any cameras.
You take a look inside.
Yep, that's Foyle's job, right? To infiltrate buildings, because he can walk through walls.
Well, I suppose we don't have blues here, so.
Okay, you all
Out
do.
of smoke.
Do y'all have a way to communicate with each other outside of
It's
calling
called
out?
shouting, and we're real good at it too.
Okay.
I technically do, but Wyatt won't let me do it.
Just seeing if y'all have any way to communicate with each other.
We technically
Yeah.
do, yes.
Technically, but really need to remember to ask Mr. Gray if we can get some like Bluetooth headsets or something for these missions.
I mean, you probably could have, but you said to go out immediately.
Yeah, I and conversion both forgot.
He did tell you to take time to prepare.
Yeah, preparing's for Golden Age heroes. We do this
Too
shit
bad
by
I,
the skin of our teeth.
It's too bad I broke your cell phone, because that crystal's psychoactive. I could have just broadcast through the crystal into your cell phone.
The cell phone still has its regular functions.
No,
Doesn't-
alright
it
then.
no longer has a tracking function, though.
Okay. Well, Wyatt just like shakes the cell phone and is like, "I'll text you," and powers up the glove and steps up to the door.
Yeah, nothing happens.
I can't face her.
Nope.
Wyatt kind of like shakes it out and goes, sometimes it's a little finicky, and then he messes with it a little bit more and tries again. Well, this is embarrassing.
Well, it's a good effort, buddy. It's a good effort. All right, let's have the rest of us give it a whirl.
I mean, it's just, it's
It's all right. It'll work next time, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm
You know, I saw
sure.
a commercial about 1 in 5 humans.
Okay, let's not go there.
It's
Conversion-
just the lock is so strong and it's been so long.
I grab the lock and I crush it.
Oh my god. No, like even in game White, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
conversion is just like, ah. maybe
Uh,
evidence.
Where are we
of-
going for subtle surveillance?
Could you roll
This
a
is
supposed
super
to.
subtle.
Inventor Boy? Can you roll a freak for me? So unleash your powers.
I don't know. The lock's very threatening to us. We could be.
Aw. What goes
Um,
wrong?
You do crush the lock, but it's just a ball of metal on the chain now.
Huh.
Ah,
I didn't
you
think
made
this
a very
through.
effective lock.
Okay, so let's take stock for a moment.
So you essentially locked it even more.
Yeah.
Are we still outside the fence, or are we outside,
we're outside the
building
fence.
proper?
Yes.
Okay.
You weren't able to get up to the building yet.
Okay.
So
Should've
I mean,
broken the chain, I'm-
like the fence doesn't have like barbed wire and shit on top of it, right?
It's kind of old and rusty. You could probably easily part it if you wanted to.
Wyatt climbs it.
Yeah, sure.
I can just.
Which roll is that? That's probably unleash your powers as well.
Climbing a fence is the power.
You're Monday.
Oh no!
Fence climbing.
I mean, you are the agile, non-powered one, right?
Ah,
I suppose we could all
shit.
just jump over it.
I knew you were gonna pull that on me.
I'm gonna shake my head and go humans and just fly up.
I jump over the fence.
Conversion's gonna use his powers to boost himself.
I am going to
over.
say that, Foil, you do manage to climb either way. I just want to see what happens when you roll.
Oh jeez.
So unleash my powers. Got it. Yeah, doing it. No, I don't have a bonus or penalty. Of course, I fucking fail.
So what do you rip as you get caught on the barbed wire?
Your dignity? No.
Wyatt loses a shoe. One of his sneakers like gets stuck in the link of the fence and is like trying to like rip it out. And as he does, the fucking rusting of the metal fence like rips through the canvas of his sneaker.
Alright. So Ione flew over, Intervention Boy jumped over. How would Conversion get over?
He's jumping over using his powers to give himself a boost.
Cool. Unleash your power.
All of
When
us?
Sorry, go ahead.
Flying and jumping seem minor. But, alright. Let's do the roll.
Well,
I think he meant me roll.
yeah, more
freak because-
specifically Conversion and Foil.
Okay.
Because
I would have succeeded anyways. So.
When I fly up, do I see skylights?
yes, but they're very frosty.
I will go up to this. I will fly over to the skylights.
Okay.
And what can I do? Are they unlocked? Do they open?
There's rusted padlocks on the skylights.
Let me check. I think.
Trying to see if you can find a way in.
Yeah, kinda.
Assess the situation. Finding a way in from the roof. Now you get one question.
Da-da-da-da. That one's actually a list, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, wrong page. Right page.
Can always be what here can I use to get in, if that's what you want.
That'll work, yeah.
Someone seems to have left a wrench that's now all rusty on the roof. You can always smash the glass if you want.
I'm sorry, I have to do this. I'm going to pick up the wrench and go over, look at the wrench, look at the glass, look at the wrench, and then try to wedge the wrench underneath the padlock to break it open.
Yup. Hmm. It's definitely not unleash your power.
mundane solutions to complex problems?
No. Let's see.
What's the opposite of superior?
What are the options again?
Freak, danger, savior, superior, and mundane. And a flat 2d6.
Let's roll your danger.
I am directly engaging this padlock.
You are.
Right. As you try to wedge the lock up, you feel the metal of the window frame start to bend, and then the glass shatters. And then you all feel something rush past you.
The heck?
Oh, that can't be good.
Wait, just Iona or all of
Everybody.
us?
Wyatt is still struggling with his torn Chuck Taylor and reflexively throws it at whatever the hell just passed by.
Nice. Come on, nail it in the back of the head, whatever it is.
As you throw it over the fence, your shoe? What are you throwing?
Yeah. He's
It's
throwing
a-
his
yeah,
shoe at
yeah,
the thing that
sure.
rushes past us.
Your shoe seems to bounce off of the air and back at you.
Honestly, who throws a shoe?
I dodge.
Oh man, it's an invisible thing.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
weird.
it's a shoe. You can dodge a shoe. I hope.
I mean, can I? Because I couldn't climb over a chain link fence.
Sure, if you want to
can
roll
dodge
for
a
it,
shoe, you
roll
can
me
dodge
a-
No, I don't want
I
to
was just thinking that.
I mean, you can choose to roll to see if you dodge your own shoe.
No, I don't think that needs a dice roll.
So yeah, you all seem to be stuck in the warehouse yard now.
I'm going to
Iona is
sheepishly.
on the roof.
I'm going to sheepishly go over to the edge of the roof with the wrench in my hand and going, so I found a way in.
Yeah, and
What
I
did
think
you do?
I'm going to put the wrench behind my back. I was subtle.
I don't believe you.
You
Well,
are a very
there's an
smart person, and I
invisible thing.
respect that.
yes.
I'm not paying attention to them. I'm focused on the invisible thing, and I'm gonna, since it rushed past us, I'm gonna try to like corral it by running around it with super speed.
Nice.
You
I
can't seem to get
figured it was
through.
gone.
But as you're running around, the bay door starts to open, and you just see a bunch of guys with guns.
Huh?
Can we? Are they wearing a uniform or any kind of identifier?
They're just very plain clothes. Ish. I mean, thug, like, I guess you can say. You know, think of Batman the Animated Series, Crook on the Street.
Generic thugs
Goons.
underscore
Goons.
1 through 10.
Yeah, but they're classily dressed then. You know, like they got the fedoras and the trench coats and everything.
You interrupted our poker game.
Hey, yo, Jimmy.
Now
these
you
guys
die.
These guys trying to break into our warehouse. Well, looks like we interrupted a little party. Hey, guys. What you doing?
Don't shoot us.
That's a question for you.
Well, we asked first.
Don't matter.
We lost a baseball.
Bullshit.
Came
Iona,
through a
no.
window.
Iona, no. God damn it.
As I'm
We're
moving
actually
around-
superheroes, and we're here to fight crime.
All right, we're
You hear
we're
them cock their guns.
We're investigating a theft of a super tech crate. We thought it was.
At the mention of Super Tech, you see them point their guns.
Right.
I'm just going to sod it all, and I'm going to blast out, and everybody in all of their minds drop the guns. I'm going to say it like a command.
I think that's let's unleash your powers for that one. Cool. Take a powerful blow as you get some feedback.
That particular power has not been working well for me lately.
No, it has not. How many times are you going to level up today now?
Oh yeah, that's the goal. Two
I am-
more.
I am one away, so
Okay,
time.
so yeah, what is this feedback like as you?
I'll send out, drop the guns, and what'll come back is basically old modem sound.
Mhm.
And I'll just go and drop the wrench.
They're like, we're gonna need you all to come with us.
All right. I just walk over. Don't shoot us.
Yeah. My mom always told me not to go with strangers, and Wyatt like slowly draws the epi at his side.
Mhm.
As
Whoa!
as
They got guns.
as
Let's not be hasty.
as Intervention Boy says that, I'm going to use my mask move to swap my mundane with my freak.
Nice.
So now I have +3 on the freak, and I'm going to let out like a wide blast to kind of knock the thugs with guns down, and hopefully knock the guns out of their hands in the process, if that's possible.
And this is what kind of blast is this?
Like a kinetic blast, like unleashing my powers to kind of bowl them
force.
over.
You're basically creating force.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you could probably get half of them if you connect. You wouldn't be able to get all of them.
Okay, I mean, as many as I can
Yeah.
possibly get is what, just however many.
All right.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. On a 12, you see half of them. You know, they fly back into the warehouse, leaving as they let go of their guns as it clatters to the ground. The rest of them start firing.
Oh shit! I try to protect Foil from getting shot.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to defend. Right.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm gonna shout out, you know what would have been great? A fucking ship!
Ooh, I missed. That's not good.
You do miss. All right. Is anyone else trying to do anything as they start to fire?
If they start to fire, I am actually going to use one of my moves.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it, Domitian. While you stand strong dramatically under fire, I can use my savior instead of my danger to directly engage a threat. So, Wyatt's going into a hail of bullets.
All right.
Which I'm deflecting as good as I can, which is not great.
Yeah, we can. Let's see if you can roll that to see if you can stop the guy who's firing specifically at you.
Okay.
Conversion. Are you doing anything?
I mean, I
Finally.
would, let's see. I would be trying to use my powers to kind of like go up and around him to try to engage whatever one would be closest.
Right. Okay. So I need you to directly engage.
Okay.
And Ion May, what are you doing?
I will fly
Iona.
down from the roof and shapeshift into a giant armadillo and just cannonball through them.
All right. Directly engage. Conversion. You need to take a powerful blow.
Oh, look at that. I advance.
I've advanced.
You turn into an armadillo, but a normal-sized armadillo.
You just hear a very tiny, God damn it.
And Intervention Boy, you try to defend and failed. You can do one more thing as they're starting to fire at everyone.
I'm gonna keep defending because that's my best shot.
Okay.
Oh, we have another thing in the team pool. by the way,
Because
from-
Foil's no longer under attack. He managed to strike the guy who's attacking him. It was a directly engage, right? So you can pick one of those, one of the options.
Yes.
On a 9.
Right, so how many goons are left?
There's one for each of you right now.
Right, I'll just try to directly engage my goon then.
Okay.
Okay.
The plan is to just knock the gun out of his hand.
All right. So directly engage.
Oh dear.
Ooh, on a 1.
Oh my god.
Foil. So which one do you pick from your directly engage?
I am actually going to pick Frighten the Opposition, as Foil, again, has a sword and is not displaying any sort of superpowers and was able to close the distance under a hail of bullets. So,
I'm gonna say you unleash a flurry of sword swipes, and you actually manage to parry the gun out of the guy's hand. And he doesn't seem. He seems like the gun is definitely his strong point. So when that happens, he's like, "Oh shit!" and he starts to run into the warehouse.
bronze medal state champion, do not fuck with me, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a powerful blow. An intervention boy.
Tense? I forgot to set the button.
12.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh wait, low was good. Fuck.
Yeah.
yeah. No one had anything that was on the cusp, right?
I rolled a 9 to take a powerful blow, so I have to pick one.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you have on a powerful blow on a 10 plus, you can, let's see.
You pick one of the 2
10 plus, you
really
choose
bad
one.
ones, or 2 from the 7 to 9 list.
Right. Intervention blow, you can either remove yourself from the situation, you flee or pass out, you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or you pick 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. And which one did you pick, conversion?
I didn't. Let's see.
You had to pick
I am
one from
going
the
to-
79 list.
Yeah. I am going to give ground, and the opposition gets an opportunity.
All right. So, I realized we forgot to do our team points as well. Do you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah.
We have one more because I used one of my moves to defend.
Nice.
All right. So that's one. Everyone starts out.
I will
with,
lose control of my powers in a horrible way. That's the one I'm picking.
Okay. Everyone starts out with 2 team points and 1 from your defense. Conversion. Do you have influence over everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we make him the leader.
Somehow.
Everyone has the same purpose in the fight.
Mhm.
Does anyone mistrust anyone?
Yes.
Our alien friend.
Okay, that takes 1 away. Are you ill prepared or off balance?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
I
have,
am missing a shoe.
you have 3 team points to use.
Okay.
Really wish I had taken this move earlier,
Okay, well,
so
we
it would have
can
been
use
able to
team
add
points
another
for-
team.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Trying to directly engage, you throw a punch so hard in Intervention Boy you throw out your shoulder because you whiffed.
Mine?
Yeah,
I lose control of my powers in a horrible way.
yeah. You threw a punch so hard and missed that you threw out your own shoulder.
Oh, okay, that's
That's a
pretty
crunch.
minor. Sure. Oh, fuck.
I just want you to think that you are like super powered. Ain't nobody normal that can put that arm back in its.
Right, so the opportunity. One of them, conversion, points his gun up to you and says, "All right, get in." tries to force you into the warehouse. The rest of them start to come out again, or one of them ran away, 2 of them were knocked back. Some of them, 3 more of them start to come back out, trying to pick up the guns when Conversion first blasted them in, and trying to round you all up.
Oh shit.
Nobody's told Iona to stop fighting yet.
No,
Yes.
we should not stop fighting.
But you're a tiny armadillo.
Yes, but that was my next thing that I was going to do.
Tiny
is,
but fierce.
have a very tiny voice say, "Leave him alone," and turn into a gorilla.
Directly engage.
Why are you doing
Just,
this to a full
just,
20?
just keeps coming.
You don't turn into a gorilla, you turn into a koala.
I'm gonna look at him.
That's worse. They're fucking mean.
I've heard they can be vicious.
Oh, they can be vicious, but they don't have anywhere near the reach of a gorilla.
Bro.
First of all, Ioname's been watching a lot of nature programs. Second of all, she's been given access to the internet. So she will rise up on her koala legs and throw her arms out and go, "Come at me, bro!"
Alright, so they're currently circling you. Foil, you're the only one who's unattended right at the moment.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I got?
What do you want to do?
I don't have a lot of stuff I could do. Let's see. No, we're going for it. It's I'm just gonna directly engage at that point. And I took out one, and so Foil's feeling pretty fucking confident that he's gonna move on to the next. And the people that are specifically coming back to get their guns, Foil is going to try and stop them from rejoining the fight.
All right.
So would that still be directly engage, or?
I want to say let's do unleash your powers. Let's see, because the best way to stop them from rejoining the fight would be to strike at their guns, disabling the guns.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to attack the people themselves.
I don't have anything that can disable guns, but I do have things that can disable humans. So
it's up to you. It's either unleash your power to try and disable the guns, or attacking 3 people.
You know what? No, let's actually try and use Freak. Let's try and disable the guns. I have an idea. Let's see if this works. Fucking no, of course.
You do have team points
Yeah.
to make that a 7.
I will give him a team point.
You give me a team point.
How do you help?
Let's see, I would say conversion. So you're trying to disable the gun somehow. I would say conversion tries to create a distraction by just firing, just sending out a wave of kinetic energy just around, away from himself, partially to get the guard who has his gun on him off of him, and to create a distraction for the team.
All right.
Nice.
Foil, do you want to take a condition, or do you want me to tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary?
We'll do the effect is unstable or temporary. Question, because he pushed me out of a fail state, I don't get the potential for that, right?
No.
Shit. Why'd you help me, man? I'm just kidding. But the idea was actually running up towards the guns and triggering the power glove, and then basically running along and touching each of them to force them to phase out into the ground, essentially embedding them in the concrete.
Okay, I'll give you this. You touch each gun, but you notice for some reason, after you touch the guns, your power glow just seems to have drained itself of all power.
Okay. All right. Yeah, cue Wyatt, like, desperately slapping the thing and trying to get it to work, and then staring at the three people and going, rain check?
So yeah, you have the option to try and run away at this point, or to, hide within the warehouse area, because you seem to be trapped in there. Or you can try and engage the guys who are coming at you.
Wyatt doesn't
They don't
run.
have guns anymore.
Wyatt doesn't run. No, he'll engage.
I can give you... Alright, you can make that a 10.
I can?
Someone can make that a 10 if they help someone other than conversion.
I'll help because I'm not really doing anything.
Okay.
Yes. Fight with me.
So how do you help Foil?
I'm trying to pop my arm back in, which is hard. And while I'm running around trying to, I just accidentally bump into his goon. Throws
Alright.
him off balance.
Sorry.
You get to pick 2 for on a 10.
2 on a 10. All right, let's see. I will first create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay.
We'll say that Wyatt's advance is so wild and aggressive that the one that Lance bumped into, like the two of them just kind of like fall into each other, and Wyatt goes for the leg on one and trips them both, so they're both on the ground and struggling to like untangle each other and get up. Does that work?
What's your next one?
The
So one is
next
create an
one,
opportunity, and the other one is...
the other one would be to resist or avoid their blows. Because one is still up, and others will probably be trying to grab at him.
The only one who can take that opportunity would be Intervention Boy at this moment. Everyone else is they're trying to corral in. So, but yeah, the third guy is trying to grab you to force you in, or stop you from using your sword. Conversion, you have that guy who's trying to force you in with his gun pointed at you. And Ionme, someone is picking you up as the koala and trying to bring you in. So, Intervention Boy, you have an opportunity. What are you going to do?
Let's say that I can I pop the shoulder back in now? Is that fine? Or what do you want me to do with that?
Not yet.
All right. Well, I'm in pain, which means I get annoyed, and I see that things are not going well. So I'm gonna try to kick the dude I just bumped into the dude that's picking up Ionme.
All right. Directly engage.
And I'm gonna use fight the good fight. So I pull my punch, which means I'm trying not to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I get to roll savior instead of danger, which is a lot better. So, man, a hit.
All right, on a 9. You have one more team point if you want to use it to make that a 10, but you get pick, or you can just pick one. Resist or avoid blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, impress, surprise, or frighten.
I'll stick with this. It's fine.
What's that? So you get to pick
I
one
don't
of
know.
those.
I'll give Ionme an opportunity by kicking the one dude into the other dude, so she doesn't get picked up, or
All right, yeah, you kick the dude. He's still holding Ione, but his grip loosens on you. You can do one thing. Iona.
Are there plants around me?
Yeah, just a lot of overgrown weeds and grass and all that kind of stuff. It looks like an abandoned warehouse.
I'm going to use the plants to wrap up everybody who is trying to attack us. Because I can control plants.
Unleash your powers for that one. You can only get all of them on a critical.
Okay.
I think we know who's
The
gonna have
grass-
to switch playbooks first.
Grows high, covering you all up from the outside, so anyone looking in won't be able to see you all. And then,
Pick up piece of grass and start munching on it. And then I'll realize what I'm doing and go, oh god.
all right. So, at this point, they're all trying to corral you in. You all pretty much... You can keep on fighting, but they've got you outnumbered at this point.
Are we still trapped by whatever force field that was?
Yeah.
That means the things can't come in.
So, I'm gonna say... Yeah, you can keep on fighting, but, they're gonna have more opportunities against you than you will against them. So either go into the warehouse, or...
I'm going to broadcast into their minds. Into the warehouse, everybody hide. And then very quietly, sorry, Wyatt.
Wyatt is blade raised against the rest of these mafiosos that keep on coming out of the woodworks, apparently. But at realizing how outnumbered we are, and that eventually a bullet will hit, and that the glove is disabled, he kind of gives a look over towards Lance and like a small nod, and slowly lowers his blade.
All right. And you all go into the warehouse?
I didn't want to fight in the first place. God damn it. Look, just give me a sec to pop this arm back into place.
You need help with that, buddy?
I mean, it's... Look, no offense to you, like, conversion, you got super strength, right? I've seen you do jumps.
It kind of, I mean, a little bit. And I'll go over and I'll try to help him with his arm.
Stupid freaking super strength.
All right. You can pop it in.
Ah, fuck, that hurts. Oh, that's so much better.
I'm gonna climb up the back of conversion and just kind of hang on to it.
As you're all being escorted in, the doors close behind you all, and you notice you're in a room with no electricity, just a lot of candles for all the lights. But yeah, you all heard Iona to run and hide, and that's where we're going to go on our break.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, if you could all stay tuned, we'll all be back in a bit. We have a short video here with some of our sponsors. If you could watch that, that'd be great.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a $1 or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a Tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or Tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So what just happened? Everyone just got corralled into the warehouse. And, what happened here? Yes, everyone just got corralled back into the warehouse. And, you all heard from Iona that, to hide. Do you all do that?
Try to.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, let's see what this one should be. Everyone roll danger to see how you can hide.
Danger. Nope.
Can't see me. What's on? So the overlay is not working. Okay, so Iona got a 6. Conversion got a 7. Lance got a Intervention Boy got a 3. And Wyatt got an 8. Alright, so I'm gonna say that Foil and Conversion, you all managed to dart off in opposite directions and hide between some crates and stuff, or if you want to hide someone particular in the warehouse. Intervention Boy and Iona, you also managed to get away, but they have a general idea of the direction you all went.
I jump on the roof. That's my hide.
Yeah, you can make it you can make it through the window that Iona broke onto the roof.
That's the plan.
I gotta stop breaking buildings.
Yeah.
That's the superhero way.
It's really not.
You seen that one Superman movie where they have a fist fight and level
We
the whole
should be better than that.
Martha.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the overlay doesn't want to show the dice roller.
Oh, that's weird.
Our dice are just that bad.
It turns out at the very end that Iona's mother's name was also Leanne.
May's mother's name is Loxana.
Technically, Iona's mother is a tree.
Had to be completely nonsensical.
So, like,
Alright.
Rowan?
So, Iona, where did you go off to?
I probably tried to hide behind some crates, but like, koala don't hide too well.
Yeah, so they're all looking in the crate area. As this goes on, you noticed there seems to be more light from one particular area, just kind of like a little pop-up tent with some opened up crates, and there's someone with like an old school microscope and magnifying glasses and all that stuff, just looking at stuff. Just looks up and he's like, "So you came to take back the stuff, didn't you?"
Who are you talking to?
Just in general.
Conversion saying nothing because he's not giving away his location.
You just hear a voice in the distance. Come at me, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Wyatt is definitely trying to sneak around to get closer to the group. You know, try and get into position in case, like, there's a chance to do something.
All right. And he keeps on talking. He's like, "I hope you all know that you're stuck here now. I'm sure you've noticed the field outside. And if you have any electronics on you, they should all be dead."
Conversion had just taken out the pager thing and just looks at it, like thumbs like on the button. And he's just looking at it. He
Yeah.
puts it away.
If I hear this from the roof, I'll be like, really? And then I try to just jump straight in the air and see where the force field is, which means I hit my head.
Yeah. So it extends up like 10 feet above the warehouse.
And then I give it another shot, and this time I'm going to punch the field.
That would be a unleash your power. All right, give me 1 second.
Come on! I wanted that one to work. Sadness.
Oh my. All right, on a 1. Oof. You break your hand.
Yeah, same hand. Pick
Yep.
the wrong hand. Like, fuck! And I fall to the roof again.
You hear people coming out the warehouse. You hear them say, like, "Hey, can anyone find a ladder? He's on the roof."
While that's going on, Conversion's going to, remembering that he was able to do this in their last training exercise, he's going to try to like kind of reach out with his powers to try to detect like where the generator might be that's like that's powering the force field. Can I do that?
You can assess the situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna
What
try to
was-
turn into a Black Panther.
Oh Jesus.
Is Foil trying to do anything?
Yeah, Foil is actually looking to see if nearby he can sneak towards any. Is there like any sort of like warehouse equipment in here, like a forklift or something of that nature?
No, you would see.
Shit.
If anything, you would see just some leftover like rebar and just trash. You can maybe pick some of that stuff up if you'd want to.
I'm
like,
not strong enough.
broke. You're strong enough to pick up rebar. Rebar is thin.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like not for what I want to use it for.
Okay, there's like broken pallets. You could probably take like off like a single plank and things like that.
Gotcha.
On 11 Conversion, you get 2 questions.
Okay, so first question would be to, I guess, the generator would probably be the biggest threat. So if I can kind of get at least a general idea where it is.
You're saying what here can I use to find the source of the field?
Yeah.
The source is. You're pretty sure it's coming from the guy who was talking.
Okay. And second question, how can we best end this quickly?
You would think to take out the main guy.
Okay.
I would actually like to try and pierce the mask on the main guy, like get into a position to like overlook what's going on and see like we weren't expecting people here, trying to get an idea of like.
Sure, you can pierce the mask.
Okay. Nice.
On an 11, let's see. You can ask 3 questions. And do you have any
3.
abilities for additional questions or no?
Wyatt does not.
Okay.
Not this time. 3 questions. What are you really planning?
You can tell from the setup he has that he's essentially dismantling and trying to figure out what this super tech stuff does to see if he can use it himself.
Okay. What do you intend to do? like with us and what have you.
He wants you all gone.
Okay. Like, just as a follow-up, like, not detecting, like, this guy is planning on killing us or anything like that? Like, he just wants us out of the area?
As far as you know, yeah, he might want y'all unable to report anything back about what's going on.
Okay.
Whether that's killing you or knocking you unconscious and leaving, vacating the area before you can.
Okay. All right. So violence is on the table there. Okay. Last question would
I
be.
will say that most likely they're just going to knock you all out.
Okay. Last question would be, how could I get you to flee here?
How can I get your character to flee?
Yeah. Because
To get him to run away. That would be to run away if you take out all of his thugs.
okay. Wyatt files that away, thinking that that'll probably be easier, actually.
Does anyone here keep up on superheroes and supervillains?
Somewhat?
Conversion would. I mean, maybe not as much now as he did before, but yeah.
Conversion, you would know that you've heard of someone, a villain similar, named Dead Zone.
Good name.
Okay. Force field thing makes sense now.
Okay. Do I have sight of conversion while we're sneaking around or no?
You could look for him.
Like an assess the situation kind of look?
Yeah, you can do another assess.
Okay. Let's try that. What the fuck? Oh man, this fight's gonna go terribly. I'm not happy about that.
There's no middle ground for you.
There isn't. Nope. There really isn't. It's all blue. It's all green or all red. Shit. I didn't want that. Okay.
So you make sure that. Yeah. Okay. So you have 3 questions. So I'm guessing where's conversion? Conversion, where did you run off to?
I probably would have run off, maybe not too far from where Foyle ran off to, like in that same general area. He's just kind of sticking to the shadows.
Right. So you would have seen the direction that conversion ran off into. So you could assume that if there was enough light wherever you are, that he could see you as well.
Okay.
2 more questions if you want.
Who here is most vulnerable to me?
There's 3 guards who don't have guns.
Perfect. What here can I use to take those 3 out as quickly as possible, aside from my own abilities?
Just take them out. You think that if you get enough of these candles out, they won't be able to see.
Okay. Okay.
Does intervention boy do anything else on the roof?
I think I'm just gonna lay there nursing my hand and be afraid.
Okay. You hear there's at least 2 of them outside. They're looking around for a ladder. Yeah. Iona.
Mm-hmm.
You are still a koala. What do you want to do?
Iona's starting to get angry because shit ain't going right. So she's going to turn into a flying koala. She's going to fly up into the air. And she is going to manifest her psychic weapons.
Yes. That's going so well.
And she, basically what she does, she floats up into the air like she normally would, but she's a tiny koala, and then just two huge curved purple glowing blades appear in her hands. So now you see a pissed off koala with two glowing blades. And she's going to find people to hit with those blades.
Well, people saw where you went, so they're right up on you.
Well, they're about to see a very pissed off berserk koala.
All right. So directly engage him. Is that a 10? Is that two
That is
10s in a row?
No, that is.
No, that's a 5.
Why is it? Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, the 10 was mine.
Okay, there we go. Now it seems to have reset. There we go. Okay, the 5. Yeah. Right as you start to fly up, one of them butts you in the head with their gun, and you fall back down.
I just want to note, I am one failure away from another advancement.
As they butt you in the head, you morph out of your koala form and you're back into your regular form.
This does make me happier.
All right, foil and conversion. What are you two doing?
Well, conversion is going for the generator, right?
Planning on it when we get an open. I'm,
I
gonna.
mean, foil. You don't know that. You two haven't communicated.
Right.
Yeah,
We have
I figured Foil was making his way over to conversion.
No.
Okay.
Actually, Foil is going to take his own initiative and try and snuff those lights to basically make an opening for us.
So you know there's candles all around, but you can, let's say, like 5 sections: the corners and the center room. So those are the 5 different sections with candles in them.
Okay. So he's going to go for the corners first and try to stay out of the center.
Okay. Which corner are you going for first?
We'll say the southwest.
It's okay. Southwest. Okay, that's the corner where conversion is.
Oh, that is the corner where conversion. That's perfect then. Yeah,
Right.
good. We'll sync up.
All right. That will be a. Let's roll a freak. Unleash your
Okay.
powers.
I got a 7.
Why is... I don't understand what's going on with this. Okay, so on a 7 you get to... Do you mark a condition, or is it stable or temporary?
Let's mark a condition. We'll say at this point, Wyatt is kind of angry that we've been forced into this situation, that Lance is kind of in danger. They're forced to sneak around and not able to directly fight against them when Wyatt was doing really fucking well at that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't like this. Now we have to cower in the shadows.
All right. Yeah, you managed to run out of your corner and move over towards where conversion was and snuff out all the candles that were over there.
Okay. I do it.
All right, so you and conversion next to each other. Are you going to do anything right now, conversion, but as Wyatt is doing this, or are you waiting for foil? Excuse me.
I'm gonna let Foil do his thing, and then when he kind of, so he snuffs out the candles, and then he's like kind of in that same spot that I am, or that conversion?
Yeah,
is?
he snuffed out most of the candles in your area. So there's still 4 more areas: the center area and the 3 other corners that still lit. But your area is very. I mean, they would start heading out towards that area doing that, but it would take them a while to find y'all.
Okay. First, I'm gonna whisper to Foil that the guy in the tent, the main guy, is generating that he's this dead zone guy, and that he's actually generating this kind of force field. And then I am going to try to use my powers to snuff out candles on the opposite corner. We're in the southwest corner or southeast corner?
Southwest.
Southwest. So I'm gonna try to use my powers to snuff out the candles from a distance on the southeast corner, then the opposite corner.
All right, that's where I want to say that's where Foil just came from.
Okay. While Conversion is doing that, Wyatt will tell him, yeah, I got a read on the guy. As long as his goons stick around, he's gonna keep doing what he's doing. But if we can ambush his guards, take them out in the dark, we may be able to get him to at least leave us alone.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Kind of try to unleash like just a subtle blast, I guess, to just snuff out the candles. So freak roll.
Yeah, unleash your power.
Okay.
10?
Yep.
All right. So on a 10,
Yeah, 10 it just
happens.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. Intervention, are you going to do anything while this goes on, or are you going to stay on the roof for now?
Nothing's really happening.
You do notice that you hear what sounds like a ladder clanking on the other side of the roof.
All right, I get up and wait for them to, are they, from what, I'm going to try and see how many are climbing the ladder. Like from sound alone.
From sound alone, roll me and unleash your power. See if you can hear them.
Is that my power? Shouldn't that be assess?
Okay. Yeah, you don't have super hearing, do you?
I don't.
Nine. All right. Let's see. So you get one of those questions. So what here can I use to find out how many there are, right?
Those are just suggestions.
Right.
And all I want to know is how many are on the ladder.
You think there's at least 2 people came out to find you.
I walk up to the ladder. I confirm visually. I say, I don't want to play anymore. And I kick the ladder as hard as I can.
Okay. Unleash your power.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Come on. I miss, of course.
You whiff and slip and fall on your back.
Aw.
Yeah, they're still coming up the ladder. Iona.
So there's the guy that dropped me, and is there anybody else around him?
You can feel like there's people trying to crowd around you.
I'm gonna try and drop all of them with a mind blast.
All right, go big or go home, I guess.
Gotta work one of these times.
All right, that's an unleash your powers if you're trying to get multiple people.
So that advancement that I just got, oh god, Why you do this to me?
Wow. Let's see. So you were trying to use their psychic creep
Mm-hmm.
to force them to drop everything again.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, what they get in their heads is like a ping that's like, I'm here. So they know exactly where you are.
They hear mariachi music playing from over there.
It's like all of a sudden it's like a homing beacon. They all look towards exactly where you are and start heading in that direction.
We'll just go, oh, god
Or
damn it.
at
and
least
turn.
3 of them do. 2 of them are outside, and there's 2 more who are looking for foil and conversion.
I'll bring the blades together and morph and meld them together until they make a shield.
So foil and conversion. You have a plan.
Okay. If I can get next to that guy, I can try to like absorb his power and like cancel it out, I think.
That'd be cool.
Which one? Which power? You have a.
Well, his powers are kind of based around like just like absorbing energy and converting it to kinetic.
Right.
Or would this be something that's kind of
That'd be more
definitely
like if it was a physical blow, or if it was like a.
Yeah, he'd have to.
If he attacked
he'd have
you,
to
you could
physically
absorb
touch.
something. Right.
Well,
But
he'd have to like he could try to kind of just drain his powers sort of but he'd have to be in
if
physical
you're
contact.
just touching him, you can't just drain his power. He'd have to be
Okay.
directly attacking you.
Okay.
For you to build up anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so cancel that. Yeah, I mean it's a matter of whether we go after his henchman or if we take him out. Because if we take him out, the barrier will shut down. We can call, we can call you know who, and maybe get some backup for the rest of these guys.
It's a good point. It's risky, but might as well go for the home run, right?
Yeah.
I've got your back if you do.
Okay. And I am going to. How much distance is there between me and the big guy and what's his name? Dead Zone.
Let's see. This is a warehouse. It's roughly the size of a football field, you would say, right? Let's go maybe 40 yards.
Okay.
He's like in the middle.
Okay. Rather than just rush out, I'm going to stick to the shadows and just try to kind of stealthily make my way closer to him until I'm at a point where I can just like jump out and attack him.
It's gonna be a little hard. I mean, there's still the 2 other corners plus him that still have the candles, so you can get up to the edge, but you'd have to. Let me see.
I mean, just so I'm not rushing through half a warehouse.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Do we have any team left or no?
You have 1 team point left.
Yeah.
We have 1. Okay.
Yes. Let's just roll a straight danger to see if you're able to sneak without getting anyone's attention.
Okay. Nope.
Oof. Yeah, no, you as you step closer towards the center, the 2 who are looking for you notice you and start rushing over.
Okay. Can I? I mean, if I'm still allowed
Yeah,
something,
you
can
guys
I,
are still
can I
able to
pick up-
react.
Okay, I'm gonna say to Foil, we're made, and I'm just gonna try to rush at Dead Zone and engage.
All right. You all notice one of them kind of positions himself between you and the other guy. Foil, what do you do as conversion yells out?
I come sprinting out and basically try and Superman punch one of them, but with a sword.
Oof. Okay.
Brutal.
That's a directly engage. Convergent, did you yell this loud enough for everyone to hear, including Intervention Boy and Iona?
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, they've seen me, so.
All right.
Do any gunshots go off at
Here
that
we
time?
go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my new power that I just unlocked because I feel like we're in the shit enough.
All right.
Please work, power. Come on, please work.
What's your power?
Yeah, oh, thank the gods.
And what is it?
Hate calling
It doesn't show the text. When you call the allies you made beyond this world, which is intervention, to ask them for help, which is what I'm doing, I mark a condition, and I will check hopeless because that makes sense. And I roll superior on a hit, which is what this is. Someone shows up to lend a hand, and it's intervention unless something else happens. On a 7 or 9, they would bring more problems as well, and on a miss, someone else shows up.
All right.
But it should be intervention. Who has my exact same power set, so super strength, super speed, incredibly handsome, but since she's full powered, she also has a lightning sword, which she uses to fly, Silver Surfer style, which also shoots lightning, and she has her golden aura of I can't be hurt.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, intervention comes down. Let's see how we resolve Foil's thing. So you try to attack and
I missed.
missed. Right.
Well, I didn't succeed in the way I wanted, at least.
Right. You're gonna have to take a powerful blow.
Okay. Of course. Of course.
All right. On a 10 plus, choose one. Either remove yourself from the situation,
No.
lose control of your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list.
Let's see. I kind of like the idea of I lose control of my powers in a terrible way because I don't know what that would look like for Wyatt.
Just stab yourself.
No, Wyatt wouldn't do that.
Okay, so you're gonna lose control of your powers.
Yeah, I lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
Phase through the world.
You notice Dead Zone looking at you, Wyatt, or Foil, and he's like, he yelled to one of his thugs, "Is that the one that put the guns in the ground?" Like, yeah. Then you hear your gauntlet start to power up, and you feel yourself sinking into the ground, and then it shuts off as your feet are now stuck in the ground.
That's horrible.
Oh, Dick!
All right, Intervention Boy, you notice Intervention come down, and she's looking at you. She's like, "What's going on down here?"
Can she?
What'd you
Can
call
I
me?
hear her throw the force field?
Yeah, you can hear her.
All right. Well, I'm
Sounds
just
kinda muffled,
crawling
but
away
you
from
do
the
hear
2
her.
thugs who have now, I assume, reached the roof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just point to the goons with the guns.
Intervention starts. She puts her hand out. She feels a force field, and she starts pounding on it. At first, nothing happens, but you do notice a couple small cracks for a bit. It might take you a little while to get through, but she will get
What-
through.
What did the goons do?
They're still chasing after you. They figure they can use you as leverage. So
Alright.
you could take a
makes
powerful
sense.
blow. They try to knock you out to take you in.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you have to click twice.
On a 6, they
Yay!
miss.
I managed to scrabble away, and that powers me up again. That levels me another time.
Well, one of them hits you with the gun, and it does nothing.
Oh, right. You guys are pathetic. I forgot. I'll
Alright. Yeah, so what do you do?
try to slap him off the roof then with my good hand.
Alright, directly engage.
Yeah, that's just I'm gonna fight the good fight. Because I'm not trying to like,
And I have
severely hurt him. But
And I have a mental image of a
Hey.
superhero going,
get away!
On a 7 to 9, you can pick one of them. You can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, impress, surprise, or frighten.
I'm gonna take his position on the roof, away from him, because I'm gonna knock him off.
Alright, yeah, you knock one of them off. Conversion and foil. What are you are... Foil's on the ground. What are you doing, conversion?
You said
Yep.
that you said that one of the goons got in between conversion and dead zone.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to use my powers to kind of vault over the goon and try to come down with an attack at dead zone. Or would that be like too many steps?
Let's do an unleash your powers for vaulting over the guy first.
Okay.
Because he is trying to engage you.
Yeah. And of course I forgot to move, but
On a 9. Marking condition, or I can tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
I'll mark a condition. I will mark angry because conversion is getting a little frustrated with these guys right now.
Alright. And Iona. There's 3 guys coming up on you.
Iona's past angry at this point. She's going to get up and just straight backhand the one in front of her with a shield.
Directly engage. Ooh, full hit. Alright, so you get to pick 2 of those.
Let's see, I will. I'll resist or avoid their blows. And I will create an opportunity for my allies.
Alright. Yeah, so as you hit this guy, you knock him unconscious. And the other 2 of them, how are you creating this opportunity? Like, what are you doing to create this opportunity?
Well, Conversion's trying to get to can't remember his name. Bad guy.
Dead zone.
Dead zone, yeah.
Okay, I can say that when you knock the guy unconscious, the guy who was going after conversion, it takes his attention briefly, allowing conversion to unimpeded go towards dead zone.
There you go.
All right, intervention boy. There's one more guy on the roof.
I'll, for dramatic purposes, give him the first move.
Take a powerful blow.
There we go. He's got me.
All right.
One of them is take me out of the fight, right?
Yep.
I picked that one.
All right, you remove yourself from the situation.
So he's got me now, and he's got a gun to my head, and so I'm removed from the situation in that way, that I'm not even in the fight anymore.
Right. So, yeah, he manages to, let's say, he doesn't go after your head. He takes your knees as you take a knee to the ground. He points his gun at you as the other guy comes up, and they try to start escorting you down as intervention is starting to break the force field. You all hear pounding and a cracking above you. Conversion, you have a direct line to dead zone.
Okay, first I'm going to remember this time to use my game face move, which is when I commit myself to save someone or defeat a terrible enemy, mark and condition, and take +1 ongoing to all rolls in direct pursuit of that goal. And at the end of any scene in which you don't make progress with the goal, mark a condition. When you fulfill your goal, mark potential. So I'm basically game face to defeat dead zone. What will I mark? Mark insecure. And then I'm going to engage him.
All right, directly engage.
I think that's okay.
Full hit. All right, so you can pick 2 options.
Resist or avoid his blows and take something from him. I will, I guess, hit him like hard enough to stun him from, like, to kind of take his control of his powers away from him momentarily to drop the barrier.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, as Dead Zone notices you coming at him, he pulls out a gun and shoots at you, but misses. As you strike him on the chin, he falls to the ground, and you can feel... Anyone who has electronics on them, you can feel them start to warm up as if they're starting to power up, you know? An intervention just flies in now that there's no more force field. She's carrying the 2 goons that had intervention boy, and she's like, all right, what's going on in here?
Well, we were told to investigate theft of super tech technology, and looks like we found him. This guy was making the force field. His name's Dead Zone. I don't know if you've heard of him. And as I'm saying that, I actually take out the conversion takes out the thing and presses the button.
I'm sure I've heard of him. He's small time.
I walk down the ladder.
I'm gonna walk up to another goon and hit him with my shield.
I can't walk, and I'm trying to figure out how to free myself.
Well, your glove is working again, Foil. Intervention boy, they had already escorted you down the ladder when intervention had saved you.
You assume I know how to use the glove.
Sheepishly walk in, and I wave to the gang.
She just looks at you and she's like, is this what you called me in for? He's not even a top tier villain.
I'm sorry. They had guns, and I broke my hand, and I couldn't get out.
I mean, in his defense, we're all pretty new at this.
I'm sorry. I'll just go away, and I walk out the building.
She looks around at the setup. She's like, it's even a very simple setup. All they have is guns. And just one powered. It was a waste of my time. She throws the thugs to the ground and flies off.
I think that went well.
I hate to agree with you, but honestly, it really did, all things considered.
This one didn't get away, at least.
Yeah, you should
No.
probably like handcuff him or something. Make it so he no move.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna, if looking around, do I see anything I can like a zip tie or something?
You can see like there's some rusty chains and stuff. You could probably fashion something. You know,
I'm
might
gonna
be some
call in
like
my ship.
might be some like wire around and stuff like that. You know, like a less than a quarter of a spool of wire that was just thrown.
I guess I'll just start grabbing up whatever, like all of these things, and just kind of start tying up the bad guys.
Do you contact Gray at all, or you not? You wait.
Yeah, I
until,
pressed I pressed the button on the pager for him before I started doing this.
Okay. As you press the pager, another one of his drones comes in. It seems to scan the room. And
Does the
flies
drone
out.
sigh?
What?
Does the drone sigh?
Not quite. It comes back with another couple drones that seem to collect up all the stuff that was on the table and then fly off. While one stays back and says, so you got into another fight. You hear
Yeah.
Gray's voice coming out.
He started it.
We would have contacted you sooner, but Dead Zone kind of canceled out all our electronics.
Not to mention they had guns.
Dead Zone, I
That too.
have heard of him. So, why didn't you just leave the Dead Zone before they found you and contact me first?
We kind of couldn't. It was a force field. We were stuck.
Oh, okay, so they knew you were there again. Great.
We'll work on that.
I guess I need to teach you all how to prepare, since apparently you don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I guess definitely weak spot. I admit.
Out of character, I should probably mention that I took a move that actually lets me assess the situation better now.
That's probably a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, at least this one seemed to have ended properly. We can all come back and debrief me, I guess.
So generous.
I'm gonna hide the wrench, like behind a box.
So, do you all try to clean up a bit? Do you,
Oh, I left.
Okay.
Lance has gone home.
That's just straight up gone home.
Yep.
Okay.
He feels utterly pathetic, and again, interventions like, you suck, stop bothering me. So he's just like, what's the point? And he's gone home to cry in his room.
How about the rest of you all? Do you go back to Gray, or do you
I'd go back to conversion. Would go back to Gray to
Yeah.
wrap up the whole thing, because he wants to just get this done and out of the way. And
I'm literally gonna be standing there like, what do we do with all these people?
As you are leaving, you see a bunch of Aegis cars pull up, and just a bunch of regular agents come on. It's like, okay, so are these the ones who stole from Supertech?
that's what it looks like. Yeah, they had everything gathered up in there.
What did they steal?
Would we know? I don't think we really took time to examine anything.
All right.
We did not.
So he looks back. He's like, "All right, just collect them all up, guys." And as he's walking back to his car, you hear him say, "We don't know what they took."
I don't even think they knew what they took.
Maybe?
I'm gonna call my ship down. And I'm gonna
Yeah, you can do that.
walk up to it and just start petting it.
Good shit.
All right. So yeah. So, is there anything else you all want to do, or at this point? At this point, you can all just head back to wherever. If you want to debrief Gray, you can do that, or you can just.
Yeah, I'd say debriefing Gray would be important, especially after the conversation that Wyatt had earlier with Red Ferret. He is quite keen on just like follow orders, get this over with, get his record clean. So.
Do you tell Gray about Red Ferret, or?
No, Wyatt doesn't mention that to him.
Okay. Alright. And Gray's like, so I guess I'll have to teach you all how to do recon properly. And if you're working in a group, you need to have a way to communicate with each other.
That would be helpful, yeah.
I mean, you could have provided us with that.
You didn't ask.
Aren't you our mentor?
I told you to prepare. I gave you all the time you needed.
Ioname is in a far corner, muttering and then screaming out, "Goddamn trigonometry!"
Alright. Well, I guess next time we're doing a recon lesson. I thought the balls might have helped figure all that out, but guess not.
Yeah, not for nothing, boss, but it ain't exactly like we've learned a lot while we've been here.
It's a fair point.
Like,
It's not like you ask a lot of questions either.
I learned that the human education system sucks.
that it does, Iona. That it does. Here, at least. Other places I've heard it's better.
Yeah, on
He's
my
like-
planet.
When I was starting out, I taught myself how to do all of this. I didn't even and I didn't even have a group to help me out.
When you were starting out, supervillains weren't able to bend reality to their will with a snap of their fingers. It was a different game.
Ooh, is this the had to walk uphill both ways in neck deep snow story?
He just go home.
Night, boss. And conversion leaves.
Wyatt absolutely high fives conversion for that.
Iona will walk out with them and just kind of like, do either one of you know anything about European history?
Yeah, it's quite simple. Europe showed up, fucked everyone else over, and then kept on saying it wasn't their fault.
I mean, will you accept that? It's supposed to be 2 pages.
You can stretch that into 2 pages.
Man, human education system sucks.
And with that, that's where we're going to end the show. We need to do our end of session.
Yeah.
Yay.
End of session.
So I guess we can start with Intervention Boy.
That's me.
Did you grow closer to the team,
Nope.
grow into yourself, or grow further away from the team?
Further away.
Oh no. Who loses influence over you?
I'm gonna say conversion, because I left and he didn't call, he didn't come after me,
All
and I
right.
expected that as team leader. You know. So,
Conversion, you lose influence over Intervention Boy. Iona.
Let's see. I most definitely did not grow into my image myself.
mhm.
I couldn't even go into the image of other people. I'll grow closer to the team because I got a lot of help in that one.
All right. Who made you feel welcome?
I'm gonna say conversion.
Is there anything specific they did, or?
Well, it's mostly conversion. Kind of took control in a lot of different situations, and that kind of gave Iona something to latch onto and focus on when everything was going wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Foil.
We'll say that for this, Foil grows into his own image of himself by reducing his savior down to 2 and increasing his danger to 1.
All right.
He feels like he's actually starting to recognize that, like, I can do things, and not only can I do things, I'm actually pretty good at it. And so, especially with his angry condition, he's feeling more aggressive, he's feeling more physical.
Okay.
I think conversion gets to switch a couple of my labels because I think he already has influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. I'm trying to think. I mean, Freak seemed to not be working out so well, so maybe shift that one up. If assuming it can go up.
Yeah.
Okay. So shift 1 up and 1 down. Maybe -1 to, let's see, to mundane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Conversion.
Let's see. I think conversion would grow into his own image of himself, because he, well, for one, I mean, he managed to take out Dead Zone. I mean, he feels like he's kind of gained some extra confidence in himself.
All right. So you shift a label up and 1 down.
Yes, I'm going to shift mundane down and I think I'll bump savior up 1.
All right. Cool. Well, that's the end of our show. You can go around and tell us who you are and where we can find you. Let's start with the opposite direction with Fee's niece.
Good. Good game. I am Fee's niece at Fee's niece at Twitter. I'm very tired. The tired brain is kicking in full force right now. Here every Friday night. I mentioned I will be on a one-shot November 2nd, 2 o'clock. Jess's channel go_JG. I think I am also going to be in a one-shot on this channel December 2nd, I believe it is, on side quests. And that's it that I know the details of right now.
All right. Don.
So, once again, I am Don. As far as Welcome to the Party goes, this is the only game that I'm actively involved in right now. I will be in side quests come December, once on the 9th and once on the 16th, so back-to-back for me. Aside from that, I have a small podcast with 2 of my other buddies. We are Drinking with Nerds. You can find us on Podbean and iTunes, and go ahead and follow us on Twitter at nerds_drinking.
All right. Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me here Fridays playing this, as well as on Mondays playing in our Ravnica campaign. And you can also find me on DM's Guild, where I have many products, 3 of which I just released in the last week, 2 subclasses and a new racial option.
All right. Nice. Yes, check those out on DM's Guild. And Paladin Hulk.
Hi everybody, I'm Paladin Hulk. I'm a Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday and Little Red Dot. I have a one-shot for charity on Unmade Gaming's channel Saturday morning for you all, I think, where I will be playing Masks again, this time with an Amish boy, so that should be good. And Sundays, I have my regular pirate D&D game over on Uncanny Adventures, which is really going strong, so check it out.
All right, just check out all those games. And I am at Wild Engineer. You can find me on Twitter at Wild Engineer. And also, you can find me on a couple different streams. On Tuesdays on Greyhawk channel for some D&D. Thursdays back here for Powered by the Apocalypse, sort of a Masks. It's Power Ranger based. That one's pretty cool. It's very... We don't learn the right lessons. You can catch me here on Fridays running this game. On Saturdays, So Invisible Sun on Other Dog's channel. And starting this Monday, while SideQuest takes a quick break, I will be in the Meek Team game where we play some little furry magical creatures. It should be great. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I want to say thank you to our sponsors once again. Roll20, Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Devin Rue for sponsoring us. Thank you, everyone, for if you're on Patreon and Discord. And let's see. Should we raid anyone tonight? Who is on? Does anyone have any suggestions?
Most people see offline.
See Kent Weebs and Little Cup of Joe. I don't know.
Ooh, let's raid Welcome Party. They're playing Masks.
Do love that game.
Sure, I guess we can raid Cup of Joe again. Let's see. Classic Dan. Kent Weebs is playing Final Fantasy. Let's raid Kent this time. Kent Weebs. He's playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, we like that.
I ran.
Raid Kent Weebs. Alright. Is that working? Oops. That way. Kent.
Hash rate if you actually want to do it.
Yep. Alright. So we are rating Kent Weebs. Alright. We'll see you all later, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.